Yeah, thank you, John, for like really the incredible kind of like atmosphere that you created. Really enjoyed sinking into that. Thank you, Massimo, as always, for making me want to live. Yeah. Thank you, Joe, as always, for making me not afraid to die.
I was just a setup for that one.
That doesn't mean it's not true. New poem. Humans with opinions about God are like ants with opinions about quantum mechanics. Dogs' eyes exist without red or shapes beyond your bedroom's doorway, but they sense something deep as pain in a touch better than your ex could. That is life enough, this thin certainty of the memory flowing through a mammal, close perception of a gaze, the hesitant tuft of hair gripped like a baby's spoon that made the god below me mute themselves and stare. Americans with opinions about species based on studies by Americans, universities full of words so easily burnt in piles, given less investment in a security system. The God in my brain is at war with the mountains that insist on my smallness. So let's carve an American into the moon in case we forget. There are no limits. Ants in pancake makeup creates a morality of play about what is good boyfriend material. Dogma is good for the self and the self and the self. And I have one more poem. This one I think I have memorized. Thank you. Thank you. New poem. I have no idea what it's called. Dogma something. Dogma's a great word. Yeah, this one's from Mas. I read this last at a Zoom reading in a small Irish town called Cork. That Mas invited me to be able to sit in his living room and observe, and it was a lovely time. It's about a time where I was very depressed in San Francisco and sat on a trolley next to a little girl that was coming home from a trip, like a school trip. It's called Day Trips and Daydreams. We'll see if I remember it.
It's a sestina, which is really...
It is a sestina, yeah, which I love about this fucking poem. Okay. All right. Once, there was a thick strip of ancient concrete and ashy calloused toes stumbling light like tips of flames on matches lit for nothing. And doing nothing was a job description once. Remember how with plump fingers we used to pluck concrete? We grasped brass coins between our toes. Our socks were either lost or didn't match. Well, I was on the 13 the other day, and this little girl named Sarah was brilliantly lit. More kids were stuffed on that bus than white fits in a light bulb, but I could say nothing. Because there's nothing like school days outside of school for once, and Sarah told me that nothing was concrete. She said the best part of the trip was watching the shadow of the boat's tow and the black sea perfectly match, and I sat perfectly unmatched, because to a child, ideas are still giant-sized light bulbs, so I say nothing. Because we were all 5 years old once, and because Jesus was 5 years old once, cutting wood with his father, and I still remember helping my dad mix troughs of concrete, and I almost forgot the feel of line between my toes, but Sarah didn't, and I couldn't hear the frantic beat that wiggled her toes if I tried. If only the vibration of Sarah could be matched. If only the filament flame atop us relit, because for now I see nothing, and we're all 5 years old once, and Sarah's crystal eyes are the color of new concrete. Who says that concrete is man-made rock, the resting place forever for our toes? We once walked in shoes that didn't match, and we lit piles of driftwood and paper on beaches for nothing, and maybe we all plucked through solid earth once. You know, sometimes at night, I dream that Sarah tows me through oceans of concrete to tall mountain islands of light, and I'm just trying to match her strokes, because once upon a time there was no age, and all we needed was nothing. Thank you.
Oh.